Apologies for the wait and the sun change of scenery, I moved back home for the summer. Hopefully I'll be able to get these done faster now, but I make no promises. I still have summer classes and hopefully a job soon, fingers crossed. As per usual, major spoilers ahead for all 6 books in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and today requires a trigger warning for discussion of a certain P word TikTok isn't going to like when I say later, so if that specific topic makes you uncomfortable, please skip this one. Keep yourself safe. With that out of the way, Horace Somnusson is a very small and very nervous being, and I love him dearly. He's by far the most anxiety-ridden out of the group and is very frequently the butt of jokes about it, though I'd like to argue that having prophetic night terrors would do that to anybody, Enoch and Hugh. He's the most elegant of the Peculiars by far and is borderline obsessed with fashion, wearing a suit basically everywhere he goes, which he also gets made fun of for. Horace is a frequent punching bag, but he knows it's lighthearted and he tolerates it from his friends. Exclusively his friends. In his own words, when someone else tries it in Hollow City, "Don't tease me, I bite." Other things of note, he is the best cook out of all the kids. The entire fandom, including myself, has decided he's French, and he is the only LGBT representation in this entire 6-book series. I have a love-hate relationship with that detail, but I'll get to my feelings about that later. Unfortunately, we are officially out of the range of characters who are important every time we need to do something, so Horace isn't nearly as focused on as his best friend is, but given how stressed he was the millisecond he stepped off Cairnholm and proceeded to stay as such the entire rest of the series, I don't think he minds being in the backseat on this one. When he is on page, he's usually fretting about whatever dangerous situation someone, Portman, has gotten everyone into now, or he's bickering about bird knows what because Enoch felt like picking a fight. To my memory, Horace is the only one of the Peculiars Enoch won't snap back at if he makes fun of him for something, but he's also the one bullied the most by Enoch, so take that with what you will. I've said it once and I'll say it again, they are the 2 funniest people in the room at any given time, and if you put them together, it only gets better. Despite not being as prevalent as Millard or Bronwyn usually are, Horace is probably closer to Jacob than either of them, especially in the later books. There are a few moments where Jacob will seek him out to talk to him specifically about something, and there's a bit in Library of Souls where he gives Jacob a scarf made out of the bulletproof sweaters that has Jacob's initials on it, and when it saves him later, he gives Horace a hug so tight he picks him up, and it's just so adorable. Who gave this kid the right to be this cute? He's such a sweetheart. He cares about his friends so much, and he needs more credit for that, damn it. Horace needs more credit in general. He is not as useless as the narrative likes to say he is. Getting into my critiques of him, I'd like to take a moment and reiterate my trigger warning. If you are sensitive to discussion of this word on screen, please scroll away. We all good? We all okay? Cool, because I'm not. My biggest problem with Horace, other than how little we focus on him, is how he gets a love interest. As touched on in Bronwyn's video, Horace is given some serious gay coding in the first 5 books, being one of the few who hadn't been randomly assigned a love interest yet, and being more traditionally feminine than the other boys. All signs pointed to Horace being probably the only shot at a gay main character, and we did finally get that. The problem, though, is who he ended up falling for, an 18-year-old light eater named Julius Purcell. Now, don't get me wrong, I could ramble about how little I care for Julius all day. He's arrogant, he's overly dismissive, he treats the main cast like they're over-exaggerating everything, when we as the readers literally watch them nearly get killed multiple times. He is a jackass, and I don't like him. The problem, though, is that he is very heavily implied to be Horace's love interest as an 18-year-old legal adult, where Horace himself is at most probably 14. His actual physical age is never stated, but he's described in the first book to be pubescent and around Enoch's age, who is put at 12 to 13, and his wiki page has him at 11, which really just makes this whole thing worse. I will go ahead and state that they are never actually in a relationship. The most that happens between them is Horace's very obvious initial gay panic, Jacob noticing them talking nose to nose after Julius's Imran dies, and then later in that same scene they're holding hands. After that, Julius gets what's implied to be fatally injured, and we never learn if or not he recovers, but he is absolutely out of commission, and Horace is a wreck about it. Julius never seems to return these feelings, but he definitely doesn't do anything to stop it. Nobody says anything about it at all, and I, as a gay man who is also an adult, do not think I should need to state why I don't like the fact that the only gay rep in this entire thing is borderline pedophilic. Jacob or Nor, or hell, Miss Hawksbill should have said something. Best case scenario, Horace is set up for heartbreak, and worst case scenario, it's actual pedophilia. Thanks, I hate it. This is why whenever I joke about Horace being gay, I make it about Enoch as well, because genuinely they had so much setup that could have been so good. But no, we can't ever have nice things here. We can't have age-appropriate gay relationships here, that's too much to ask. Jesus Christ, the pure anger I feel for this specific side plot. Movie Horace is cardboard, I don't need much time for him. He's cardboard, he's out of character. I still maintain that giving a dream projector we do not know that he has any control over to a teenage boy is a horrible idea, and the movie flat out calls him useless to the point he cries. I want to punch Baron. Can I punch Baron? I really want to punch Baron. Super shirt, by the way. Shut the fuck up, Horace. You went on multiple rants about how much you hate modern clothes. Don't even fucking start. I sincerely apologize for how angry this video was. I love Horace so much, and he does not deserve the treatment he gets in any of the media he's in. This one's mine now, Ransom. You can have him back when you want to be nice to him. On that note, though, I'll see y'all when we talk about the floating 9-year-old who I will be far less angry about. See ya!